Hello, everyone. I thought I would explain to you what my book, Silent Reckoning, which is now available on Amazon, is truly about. Which, like many writers, I'm not very good at explaining the plots in my books. I've read the blurb on here before, more than once, so I won't go into that. But it's basically set in the 1920s, and it's about an actress named Jeannie Anderson, a silent actress who is uncertain whether or not she will be able to succeed in sound pictures because her acting is somewhat melodramatic, which clashes with the more realistic approach, I guess you could say, of sound acting. And of course, you got to remember that the 1920s, the late 1920s, was a time when sound pictures and silent pictures were being made at the same time. It was a period of transition. And then by 1930, of course, silent pictures had basically become antique. And so she has an ambition to revive her career. And she is assisted by a man named Walter Peterson, who is basically an obsessive fan. And the book at the beginning follows around both Jeannie and Walter Peterson, and they meet about a quarter of the way through the book. And so Walter Peterson is an obsessive fan. He's a single man in his 30s. He doesn't really have a lot of hope or ambition in life, or his ambitions have been crushed, and therefore he kind of latches on to Jeannie Anderson because he thinks that if he can somehow make her successful, then he will be successful as well. So he's basically trying to live through her, and in the process, they try to gain the assistance of a critic who is critical of Jeannie Anderson, but they believe that they can use him in order to revive her career. And surprisingly, he agrees to help them, but only if they will bring him evidence of a massive scandal of some sort. So then they basically try to frame this actress named Ursula Chapman, who is basically Jeannie's slightly younger rival, who is going to succeed in sound pictures. But then the whole thing ends up up in their face, and that's as much as I can really give away because it involves a lot of twists and turns, and the ending of the book, I believe, is actually quite dramatic and quite emotional when you learn about Jeannie's past, because there are several flashback sequences that hint to certain things, and therefore I think it's a really suspenseful but also a very poignant read at the same time. So I hope you will check it out.